Go over just some different techniques, some kind of random combinations, some boxing stuff. I'm using on the Quiet Punch. You don't have to do it on the Quiet Punch. It could be a heavy bag. You could be shadow boxing. But let's play with it a little bit. So what I like to do is start out with a jab. I'm going to go both sides. So that's orthodox. I'm going to switch to southpaw just so you can see me better from this angle. So notice when I'm working my jab, again, depending on what target you have, you want to kind of flick the shot out. Imagine having an opponent in front of you, right? So you're kind of moving your head. You're not staying in one place. It'd be one thing if you're just kind of upright, but remember things might be coming back, and they will be. They're coming back at you, right? So as I'm firing my jab, I want to move my head. I want to play with it, especially the jab. This is the time you get to kind of play around, get a setup. And notice, I was about to do it by accident. As I fire the jab, use that rear hand also to potentially parry a shot, right? So as I fire the jab and move my head, use that rear hand to really protect. And notice my hand can be open just a tiny bit. You see this in MMA a lot. Same thing in the boxing gloves too. You can't obviously open it all the way, but you're still gonna, when you catch something, you're still gonna catch it with your palm so you can easily redirect it. So when I'm firing the jab, I'm using that rear hand to be a little defensive mechanism. So notice I'm looking for new angles. Make sure the hand doesn't drop. This is a great setup now for that cross. So I'm playing with the jab, kind of throwing it out there, moving my head from one side to the other, and I'm gonna fire that number 2. This is the shot that has some power. So this is why if you're right-handed, right hand's in the back. If you are left-handed, left hand is in the back, then we get some nice snap to your shot. I'm gonna stand southpaw for a second. So finding my opponent, measuring my distance, and then I'll lay into that cross. So again, notice I get that cross off. You get it off nicely because you've used your measuring stick, which is your jab, right, to really find where your opponent is to get a nice, powerful shot. Remember to keep the elbow in, keep that chin tucked down. So again, I'm playing with my opponent and then firing that cross. Good. So that's just a basic 1-2. Let's go into a little bit of our hooks and uppercuts. Again, this is just a quick video just to give you some stuff to kind of play around with, especially if you're on your bag. Have no idea what to do. Just kind of play around. That's the idea. So remember, I'm playing with my jab. I'm every once in a while throwing the cross in. Let's mix in the lead uppercut, which is the number 5. So I'm going to do it off my jab. So I'm going to throw my jab, and then every once in a while I'm going to fire the uppercut. And notice here, like on the Quiet Punch, it's more like an up jab, where I'm kind of playing with it, kind of thumb facing up. So touching, and then fire that lead uppercut. Let's do the other side so you can see it. Good. We're gonna play off that. Let's go right into the cross. So I'll be doing the jab, I'll go for the lead uppercut, and I'm gonna fire it up with the cross. It's a nice follow-up punch because notice I may hit the opponent, their head may possibly go up a little bit, and I can catch them even easier. So I'm throwing the jab, I throw the uppercut, good position for the cross. So again, I'll switch up so you can see it. Good. Let's do one more after that. Let's throw in that hook so you have a nice little combination there. So I got the jab, I have the lead uppercut, I have the cross. This is a good timing now to go into that number 3, which is the lead hook. So I'll show you here. It's like throwing the jab, throwing the uppercut, throwing the cross, and then good position for that lead hook. So if I let it go nice and fluid, pop, 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 pop. Good. Take it the other way. Good, nice. And let's finish it up here with a tempo change. This is really good. You can do this anytime. Again, depending, shadow boxing, working the heavy bag, water bag, double M bag, your Quiet Punch. You're gonna kind of play with your shots, play with your head movement, and every once in a while I want you to really dig in, whatever the punch may be. Whether it's a cross, whether it's a hook, whether it's an uppercut, just play with it first. and then dig into that shot. Push. Push. Three, 2, 1. Nice. Good job. I hope that helped you out. Again, remember, use these different punches when you want to. Freestyle, if you forget what you're doing, play with the jab, play with the cross, move that head, change the tempo. Hope that helped.